Hey guys, it's officially 2026. We're currently on Monday, 12th of January. I finished school a while ago. It's currently like 9 p.m. ish. And I'm filming this quick kind of 10 to 20 minute video with no editing, no bullshit, no music, just me and you to make sure 2026 doesn't become a year where you set the same goals and you don't achieve them as it happened in 2025, as it happened in 2024, and even 2033. So let's get this through. So I'll walk you down about my goals, how to set up your goals, and what kind of applications to use to make sure you achieve them at the end of the year. So first of all, before even setting goals, before even thinking about achieving something in 2026, the number one thing that will limit you, how even though you got the best goals, even though you got the best systems in place, the first thing you got to make sure of is put distraction aside, because distraction could mess everything up no matter how perfect your journey is. So how do I remove distractions? So first of all, download Opal on your MacBook. So right now on my MacBook, there's no YouTube, there's no Instagram, there's no TikTok, nothing. My MacBook is fully blocked. And compared to iPhone, you cannot remove the Opal effect on screen time in settings. So it's a lot harder. If you got Opal Premium, you cannot access Opal until the week's done. So 24/7, you cannot access those websites. So your MacBook is set aside. Now we're gonna talk about your iPhone. So your iPhone, even though you download Opal, you download OneSec, you download Refocus, all those BS apps that could help you potentially to limit yourself from distractions, you can easily remove them by going to screen time and clicking on the turn off button. As simple as that, which you cannot do on MacBook. So what I recommend you is put on family sharing on another device, someone who's 18 plus, and who's basically can block all your screen time, and you put every single website on content and privacy to make sure every single website you don't want, you cannot access it, because the password to be able to access it is with one of your friends that you trust, or is one of your family members, like a brother or something. So that's it, distractions done. Now let's get into goals. So my 3 goals for the year are gonna be meditate 5,000 minutes, because obviously you gotta keep the spiritual side of things. You gotta make sure that dopamine is getting lower and lower, my focus is getting better, to be able to sit down for hours and hours and work without trouble. So meditate 5,000 minutes, that's about 15 minutes a day. Read 52 books, so that's a book a week. So as I said, I read about 30 to 40 minutes every single night. So that's a book a week, which is 52 books in a year, to make sure my knowledge is good. And since I got Lebanese origins, my first language is Arabic, my second language is French, and my third language is English. So I noticed that, I know, I'm doing videos in English, I'm doing sales calls in English, I'm doing my business in English. So I gotta practice it. So what better than reading a book, a non-fiction book, every single week, like the 48 Laws of Power, also James Clear or whatever. Every single week, a book. That's it. And the third goal is gonna be to make $100,000. So I don't care how. I don't care I don't mean $100,000 in bank. I don't mean $100,000 in revenue. I mean $100,000. Just make $100,000 profit, basically, after or before tax, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's kind of it, because I know at the end of the year-ish, I'll be hitting 10, 15, 20k a month Canadian pretty easily with the closing experience got. Yeah, but that aside, so as I said, basically for you right now, I want you to get something out of this video. Okay, so before you end this video, I just want you to go down the description, go down the comment section, and basically set 3 goals. Write your 3 goals for the year. Do not write 4 goals, do not write 5 goals. I don't care about your 6 goals. Write 3 top goals to make sure you focus on them and to make sure you achieve them. And I don't want something I wanna make more money. I wanna go more to the gym. These are not trackable goals. I am talking about goals that you can track. For example, instead of saying I wanna go more in the gym, you could say I wanna lose 30 pounds. You could say I wanna win a boxing match. You could say I wanna run a marathon. You could say I wanna make $2,500 in a month. You could say like, well, whatever, just make something with precise numbers that you could track. So talking about tracking, I'm using a few apps here and there. So what I would recommend you is going to be Strides. So I'll put a picture of it here to make sure you download it on like Mac or iPhone, and you can put like widgets of it on your actual iPhone or on your actual MacBook so that you can see your goals. You can even like put on filters to make sure you're setting up the right goals. You can set up weekly goals, daily goals, monthly goals, and yearly goals to make sure like you get through the yearly goals and getting 1% better for you to achieve those goals at the end of the year. So that's it. And basically like every single week, the moment I do vlogs, basically I will put like a minute or 2 minutes of me recapping what the book was about to make sure focus on that, to make sure I'm getting that done, and basically like a quick recap on like how was the book, and just to document you guys like how the journey is going and show you my strides, show you like for example graphs like this on Strides. You could literally see the exact numbers of the exact like metrics you put down every single day and how that looks on the year, and it even gives you the pacing, like how you should go. For example, if right now it says like pacing 1.4 books, so I should be at 1.4 books for me to get to that goal. And it says also like, if I can put it like right here, it says also like at what stage I'm at right now, and if I continue like that, where I'll be at the end of the year. So that literally like the perfect app for you to hit your goals the right way. Second thing is gonna be like a set up a routine to do every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter how motivated you are, I don't care. Set up a routine. You can do that through Google Calendar. So every single hour you set up something. As every single like 30 minutes you set up something you need to do. And to track that, because like some people have some perfect Google Calendar but do not basically applicate them. So to make sure that you do the actual action, I want you to download an app called Grit. I'll put a picture of it right here. So Grit is basically an app where like you could schedule, you could put like groups, for example, morning routine, working hours, and then night routine with like clickable task to make sure you get it done, to make sure you focus on like what you need to do. I'll put mine like right here. So basically I got morning routine, working hours, and nighttime routine, to make sure like I'm getting that done, I'm getting the action done every single day. It makes things a lot easier. And for you, like for example, some people have some Google Calendar set up but they don't achieve it, that app will basically make sure that you click on the button to achieve those tasks on a day-to-day basis. So my goals like for the day, my non-negotiables for the day, I usually set like 3 or 4. So mine is pray for like 3 to 4 minutes, basically read for 45 minutes to make sure like I achieve the goal, meditate 15 minutes to make sure I achieve the yearly goal, and basically write my sales script 3 times a day. So that's pretty much it. Like there's a lot of people that are out there looking to hit goals, but they do not have systems, they do not have things they need to do on a day-to-day basis for them to get there. And I wanted to talk to you about like my journey kind of, so like, and what happened in the past few years. So in 2023 was kind of the year where I was like playing video games, having fun, not really like in the situation I wanted to be in life. In 2024, I basically discovered a few business models. I heard about like drop shipping, I heard about day trading, I heard about like all those things, but I didn't have anything saved up. I had $0 in my bank account. I started doing theme pages, so create like a theme page and reposting content online, but I only had like 150 followers after 6 months of consistent posting. So that didn't work out. I then discovered appointment setting. I joined a few agencies. I was making $0 a month. I was working for agencies making $50 a month as an appointment setter. So that's how crazy it was. And I was making like $27 a month, then $100 a month. It was literally the worst period of my life. I was sending like thousands. I sent, I think, maybe like 2,500 DM to coaches online to be able to land my first appointment setting offer. And then I went through phone setting, and then I went through DM setting, and then I went through closing, and here we are. I think 2026, it's the year where I need to focus the most on getting my closing skill to the top. That's why I set those goals. You need to set goals that are like basically good for what you're doing right now and for the kind of person you want to be in 2027, which is next year, or like basically at the end of this year. So I hope this video like kind of helped you in a way. I hope it did offer you some value. I hope like you set up. I don't want you to leave this video with nothing. I want you to apply something. I want you to drop something in comments. As I said, drop your just three. I'm not saying to write a paragraph. I'm not saying you need to like film something or do something. I'm just saying drop in the comments 3 of your main goals. That's it. Whether it's like run something, whether it's create something, whether it's do something, just give me 3 precise trackable goals you need to hit in 2026. So hope you enjoyed this video. It was just like a quick video for you to learn like how to set up goals, what are kind of like my goals for the year, and to kind of like keep me accountable in a way that like you know my goals, and I know like I will be showing you every single step of the way and how I'm getting there slowly by like tracking them, by showing you how my strides is going and updating you on the app itself. So make sure to download Strides, download Grit if you want, have a set routine on Google Calendar, and basically drop your 3 top goals for 2026. Hope this video helped. It wasn't something wrong, wasn't something with full evidence, wasn't something like fancy for you to go keep watching. But yeah, if you kept watching till the end, drop those goals, download those apps, and hope that offered value enough. So on that note, I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you next week for another video. Thank you so much. It was Carl. Peace.